Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to the final week for Supreme, week 19 of the spring-summer season, excluding the season sale, if we get one, or whether or not we get like 20 items again. That's basically just 4 pieces with all of the colorways available. We'll have to wait and see, because yeah, they've been quite disappointing as of late in comparison to Palace, that have been quite over the top, to be honest, and included a lot, but there's not really much else to say. We're just going to jump straight into this. It's quite obviously a small week, and then we can look at just beforehand, or actually it's just about to turn 4, but we can just scroll through last week, because I don't think anything's really going to fly this week. And yeah, let's just go straight through it, jump straight into it, and let me know down below what your best piece or your best pickup was from this season, or what your favourite piece was, even if you weren't able to get it. But yeah, let's jump straight into this. Okay, so just briefly looking through last week just to see what ended up selling out as an overall. So all of the polos did in the end, which is surprising. A couple of the tees did that people didn't think would, but they did. Obviously the bear tee did. We can move on, nothing there. One colorway, two, okay. I would not have expected that tee to have moved at all from last week, and then basically all of the hats, except for the Supreme Beef, but yeah, one colorway did. So yeah, right, refresh. The last week, so I don't think anything is realistically going to move, but you know, surprise me, please, because there's not a lot to say. We can just go through the tabs and sections straight away and straight onto sizing, and that will close things out, and maybe just scroll through the all tab just to see what's left from this season. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do so. So we're starting off with the shirts tab this week with the hooded denim shirt. Yep, that's basically it. There isn't really a lot, so we can go on to the top slash sweaters for the bubble short sleeve top and the soccer jersey that I will butcher the pronunciation of. Both are in stock, not really a lot to say for them. So yeah, over to the shorts tab for the soccer short in the end. Same sort of story, just like I can't really say much because there's not really going to be a lot of movement. So we can go over to the hats tab for the layered camo camp cap, which is obviously in stock. 60, damn. And then we go to the crusher for 68. Even worse, my god. We can then end off on the accessories tab for the skull bell keychain at 24. Fair enough, yeah. If it's metal, doesn't really state it, but it should be realistically. So yeah, onto the sizing tab. I don't really know where the pieces are going to be, so we'll just scroll through as per norm. I mean, there's two there actually, so that's, or maybe 3. Oh, going even better. But yeah, this week is obviously just going to be a quiet one because it's just closing off the season, and it's just summarising everything in the end, basically. Ending on a bit of a quiet note, I would say. In-store and such will probably be quite quiet as an overall, just because there's not really much going to be happening. So we take a gander one last time, realistically. I check through to see if there's anything. Did they do double XL? Probably not. Did something just go in that? It did. Dusty pink. Fair enough. It was one of the more legible colorways, so that does help it in the end. I was not expecting that at all. Just that colorway? Green as well. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, didn't see anybody talking about that whatsoever, but yeah, this is going to sit completely. Same for the shorts. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go over the all tab, see what's left for this season, because Supreme do love to remove items, even if they're not sold out, they love to take them away. So in terms of jackets, there are like none, which is a lie. That's false. There are quite a number of them, but you know, Supreme doing their thing. We've then got items from this week. One zip up, so false, so false. A couple more short sleeve tops, or tops in the end, I believe. A few hoodies, not many. There were a lot more than this that were sitting, but yeah, again, they do just take things down. For the jeans, pants, and so on and so forth, there are a number, but still not as many as there had been. They'd sat. See, something like this is confusing because it's got like several of them sold out in the end, but yet they're like, oh, we'll keep that on the site, but yet something will have like none sell out, or maybe just one sell out, and they'll take it down. Maybe because the shorts require less in terms of like the photo size. I don't know. So many shorts. Tees, obviously, they take everything else down, even if it hasn't sold out. And if it obviously does sell out, they take it down. But yeah, hats, the exact same thing. There are so many more hats that have sat throughout the season. Like, if the season sale doesn't have like a ton of stuff, I would be so surprised, because they must have like warehouses full of things, because there's so much, like so much just sitting. Like it's the truth. Like, the fact that they take stuff down just creates the illusion to people that it's sold out, and it hasn't. It's such a falsehood, because it's been at least 4, maybe 5 seasons that things will sit, you know, or maybe one colorway will go, or maybe it just won't. That'll be it. It just sits completely. And then they take it down like a week or 2 later, and it's like, that didn't sell out. I know that didn't sell out. That was sitting. So, but it's what they do. So I expect this colorway to go. Obviously the green's gone as well. Black and white left. And I don't think anything else is going to go from this. So that is basically going to cover it in the end. There's not really much to say, except for I haven't worn this in years, probably. Same as like the Palace. This is a long sleeve, you know. This isn't a long sleeve, but that's its name. I just haven't worn them in years because they're just a lot larger, and it's just more difficult and sometimes a bit more uncomfortable to wear them in the end. So yeah, but like I said, that's going to cover it. That's this week done. That's this season covered. Obviously all we've got left is the season sale, which is probably a week or 10 days or so. It typically starts on like a Sunday evening into a Monday morning, and then sometimes they update it for the days following, but we'll just have to wait and see. The same sort of thing will probably apply to Palace in the end. But yeah, that is all that I can say. Obviously, if you're going to be going for this drop on Saturday in Japan, Korea or China, I wish you the best of luck. Other than that, thank you for sticking around with me for this season. And yeah, I mean, it started off like, oh, keychain's gone. Started off like quite decently, I think, maybe. Got like 4 things, 5 things, and then I didn't want anything, and that was it. Like, I was waiting sort of on the dunks to see if I'd go for them or not. I think that they're probably going to be like the first pair in a while that will be like close to retail. There'll be some sizes that won't be, but you can't release like 4 colorways, 3 or 4 colorways, and not expect that to happen. But yeah, that is basically everything. So like I said, thank you. Other than that, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.